Let me know if this sounds weird. A great comfort that comes with age is that, unlike at younger mindsets, instead of fearing death or believing that you won't or can't die, at least not yet, is feeling liberated by the reality of your own death, which is not to say welcoming it. See, a trick of the human mind is thinking that we can see the whole picture, or even a majority of it. In reality, we only see and hear a tiny fraction of what is going on around us. We perceive so little that we are blind, but convince ourselves that we are anything but. A creature with fewer senses than humans doesn't have any notion of what it's missing out on. A realization I had a few days ago was about the nature of stories. In the old days, which is most of human history, people consumed stories because they were essentially trapped in one place. The reading of a story transported them from the cave, from the campfire, from the farm, from wherever they were to untold places. They met untold numbers of people, and their lives were enriched by the process. Their limited worldview was expanded by increasing complexity. And that is still largely the utility of reading today. You cannot experience what it's like to be a samurai or a Viking warrior by going anywhere but to the right book. However, the difference in the modern era, it's my belief, that reading decomplicates everything. In a novel, everything is razor focused. Everything has a purpose that's eventually illuminated. You can pretty much tell most of what you need to know about a person in a few pages or a line of dialogue, and you can learn about worlds and kingdoms and systems of magic and religion and all their intricate and nuanced ways in under 100,000 words. In the real world, things are far more complex. They're more interwoven. A law is tweaked here, and 20 years later do we see the effects of that, if we're even paying attention. But in the meantime, thousands of other things have changed as well, and the relationship between cause and effect is obscured. You could read 100,000 words on the topic of religion in the real world, and you're a novice at best. Read 100,000 words on the religions of Thetis, and you're an expert. So I recently started a new job. It's an overnight gig in addition to my day job. We're trying to save up money for an emergency fund to pay down old student loans, to give our daughter a robust education, meaning the ability to go to summer camps, to practice arts and crafts, to build things with her hands, to play sports, to build her mind and social skills, and perhaps to save up for the down payment on a house. I want to experience life as much as I can to increase my 0.000001% to 0.000002% before I die, and to build a foundation for my daughter to be able to beat that. It all comes back to time. Time is fascinating, and maybe I'll go into that a bit more in another video, but for now allow me to return to the topic at hand. When you're young, you don't want to die, and or you don't consider it a possibility. Days are long, weeks, months, years, they all take forever. The 6th grade, it took forever. Standardized tests took forever. Summer vacation, never ending. But as an adult, dude, it's the end of the year. This year just started, and I've got nothing done. Does that sound familiar? And I'm talking toddler young. There's no 2-year-olds that are intentionally suicidal. Sure, a bunch of them are unintentionally suicidal. Of course, we take everything we have accomplished for granted and quickly move on. I think as we age, we lose that feeling of being alive that we had as children, where the minutiae of everything in our lives is built up so much we cannot live in the moments, stretching them as long as our arms reaching for the horizon. We stare into the future. I salivate staring into the future, the excitement it holds and the promises. But that's where death lies, waiting for us. The sad thing is, we all know it. You only have one life. We've all heard it before. We all know it, and we barely act like it. I don't. And one day sooner than later, you won't have that life any longer. In a million years, you'll be recycled atoms somewhere, doing something, and nothing to do with the who of what you are will remain. Nothing at all. The past cannot change. You can't change it. The invention of time travel can't change it. Nobody anywhere can do anything about it. The future comes, but it doesn't exist yet. As long as your heart beats and your neurons fire, you only have one choice. Right now. You can still shape the future to come. You can prepare, and you should, but there's only one time and place you can do that in. The here and now. Because we all have less time than we think. So come to terms with that. You will die. You will die sooner than you or your loved ones want you to. And once you internalize that, you can do what needs to be done here and now for you. Because before you know it, you'll be dead and gone, and nothing will matter. So ditch the fear, the doubt, whatever it is, and use the one life you have to make a difference for yourself, for your loved ones, and perhaps your community and beyond. So share who you are in the comments. Be bold, be true, be you. If someone says something you don't like, just ignore it and move on. Share your big goals or your small ones, or what's holding you back. And to finish the thread, I hate my overnight job. It's horrible. It's dangerous and it's bad for my health. My bold moment will be to quit, but first I want to do things. I want to pay off a specific student loan because it'll position me far better for the future and lift a weight off my shoulders. Nobody's perfect. And long story short, this is actually my introducing you to the channel. Welcome, dear viewer. This will be the general format of the Monday videos. It'll likely get weird. And there are infinite topics we can discuss, and I really hope we choose. There are infinite topics we can discuss, and I really hope we choose to use the comment section to keep a civil discourse going. And let us know how it relates to you, or how your interests relate to us, or whatever watching this video helped conjure in your mind. Thanks for listening, friends, and have a better than average day.